It does. This is a wonderful show.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Laughter Talks. This is Marguerite Fair, and I have an amazing and wonderful guest with me today, Prince Fleet Easton. And before we go any further, Fleet, I want to, just in case there are a couple of people who haven't heard of you, which I don't know how that's possible. You're such a shining star, but I'd like to introduce you, if I may. Okay. Now, Fleet Easton is known as the Prince of Palm Springs. He was presented with a star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars, excuse me. And you play many celebrity events in Palm Springs, as well as numerous restaurants and nightclubs every week. And he has appeared in several plays in Palm Springs and Los Angeles. And Fleet's career seems to have been moving forward faster during the pandemic. And you're involved with several movies, and recently uh, you are being immortalized in a new animated TV story. So, Fleet, I could go on forever, but we're here to talk to you. So, thank you for taking your time from your schedule to be on the show. Please, the ball's in your court. Tell us what's going on. How are you getting all this work? It's wonderful.
Well, you said it all, so I guess that's the end of the interview.
The show's over, folks.
No, no, I'm very fortunate. It was really interesting. A year ago, March, right before the shutdown, I had a tarot card reading, and it said your career is about ready to go in a different direction than you expected, and you're going to come out of this more famous than when you went into it. Well, I had no idea what was to be expected. And of course, we all went from live to internet, Zoom. And what it did was it pushed me into the internet world, which opened a lot of doors for me where I did a lot of, I'm with several internet companies now and work with a different spirituality company, Spirituality Gone Wild and the Enlightened World Network. And that opened up. But what was amazing is people that I had met on the red carpet, and I'm very good. I've learned the secret of how this business works.
Oh,
You know, you you
share.
foster you foster you foster relationships, and you learn how to work the red carpet. So what has happened is that I people that I have met and become friends with or endeared myself to, they remember me. And whenever they're going into production, they call me up and they say, I have a part I think is perfect for you. And that's how these things are happening now. And with the animated cartoon series, I am so excited. This is something I wanted to do for a long time. And it's something that I guess I kind of manifested because I
Wow.
kept putting it out to the universe. I would love to do voiceovers. I'd love to do cartoons. I'd like to do those things. And here's the wonderful thing about it. I know it's all divinely guided because they are not things that I am physically pursuing. They're things I've just put out there and they're coming to me. So when you're in the flow and it's divine guidance and it's meant to be, they just show up. And so this cartoon series is called The Barkingtons. It is created and produced by Brian Hoff, who, there you go.
Okay, there
Can
you
you
go.
edit that out?
That's just a
Can you
bleep.
edit that out? Okay, so it was created by one of the creators of the Zootopia, and so he has three other series that he's working on right now, animated series, and I'm just very fortunate. We've been dear friends for years, and he always said, you've been so wonderful and supportive to me that I would love to
Wow.
do something for you. So he said, I'm going to immortalize you in this show. He said, what
Oh,
kind of character you want to be? Because they're all dogs. I said, I want to be a meerkat. And he said, it's yours. So then
I'm
I kept
putting it
moving.
up right now as you're speaking so people can see it. It's adorable.
So I said, he said, I want to have you singing and dancing on tables. And I said, well, what is the character's name going to be? He said, I'm giving it your name. It's going to be Prince Fleet Easton. So I've already seen bits and pieces of the production already. And I want to tell you, I laughed my butt off. It is so
Oh,
funny. It
that's
is so hysterical.
amazing.
I
Oh,
just did a 30-second commercial for them, and it's going
oh,
to be. I'll be putting it on Facebook when it's being all produced in Taiwan, and when it's ready, I'll put it
wow.
on Facebook. And it's so cute because I'm dancing on a table, and I'm only like this big, a little nerd, and everybody else is really, and I'm on the table dancing and going like this, and I'm going, uh, they love Uptown Funk, so they have the character singing Uptown Funk. So I'm saying,
Wow.
hit this at ice cold, Michelle Fight for that white gold. Get on down to Freewood Studios and shake your tail. So it's hysterical, and
Well,
I'm so grateful that
it's
I'm having this opportunity.
Well, congratulations on that, but it's amazing. I'm so glad you said about jumping up on the table because everybody, I do watch Fleet and what he's doing, and this is a strong young man, I'll tell you. And I have to say young man because only a young man could do that. He jumps up on the table to do his act, and it's so exciting. Now, Fleet, I wanted to know, I found your demo reel on YouTube. Would it be
Oh,
okay
the
if I showed
that
some of
old one.
that?
Yeah, that old one. Sure.
Because I love it. I was watching it yesterday and I says, oh my God, it's just such a good show. Let's take a minute, everybody. Let's take 1 sec. We're going to watch this. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay, sure.
Here we go. Woo! All right. Woo! Here we go. She's in the superstition, but I can't send her to dolls. But I got a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life. She'll take away your
Thank
Let
you.
me ask you, what is your secret for staying in such good shape?
Because I don't think I'm old. It's all
Well,
mental.
you
I
know
have
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said my thing because that's it. I don't define myself by my age. But do you do a routine, the same routines you did when you were younger? Do you have any specific things you do?
Well, before COVID shut down, I was doing two yoga classes a day, 2 hours on the treadmill every day. And so since we've been shut down, I haven't been able to really keep up with that.
Uh-huh.
But I just I don't have any concept of my age.
Yeah.
So I think I'm 35 years old.
Mhm.
So living in that delusion or fantasy, it allows.
Mindset. No, that's a mindset.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good. Yeah.
that's what I'm just being facetious.
Yeah.
By living in that mindset, I don't set any limitations for myself that I can't do something because I can still do what I did when I was 35 years old. So I just, you know what? I don't even think about it. I
Yeah.
just for it. We're ready for it. And then when we see in hindsight, we see, oh no, I had to learn more of this. I had to get a little more this under my belt for it
Yeah.
to happen. Because 20 years ago, I probably would not have been really prepared for what's coming now. I thought I was, but in hindsight, we see that no, I needed to learn a few other things, put a few more tricks in my bag and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, you talk about manifesting, and I'm a student of Ernest Holmes and
Yes.
Science of Mind, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And it really is true. It's just setting your mind to that plane, and then all of a sudden it just comes to you. And I'm watching it. It's like almost 3 times a week you're posting about new projects. So it really is. It's flowing to you effortlessly.
And I have something else. I haven't put this out because I'm still working deciding on this, but I've been approached by a major record label who wants to sign me.
Wow. Oh,
So
wow.
I had a meeting with them yesterday, and they said we really want to work with you. We really would love to have you on our label. And I said, well, you know what? Because I was a little apprehensive because I've kind of been down this road before and all, and I know that when you sign these contracts and things like that, you become very controlled by them,
Yeah.
by the company. and they try to turn you into who they think you should be and not who you are. And
Yeah.
like my last management, I told them, I said, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just
Yeah.
give me a road to drive it on, you know.
Yeah.
So we had this great conversation, and they said, no, they said, we think you're fabulous the way you are. They said, we just want to give you this opportunity because we think you're a great artist, and we think that there's something there, and we can help you take it to the next level. And I love this. This made me really like them. They said, even if you don't sign, we have created a great friendship.
That's nice.
The
That's
C
nice to
that's
hear.
the CEO, that's the CEO of the company.
Yeah. That's very, very important. Now, what I'd like to ask you about and share, I know you had done some movies, so tell us about the movies you've done. And what,
Okay, well, during COVID, I did two movies. I did Team of Two, where I play a detective, which is a little stretch for me going out there. You know, I was very, very well. It's here's what's funny. It's a gay detective,
uh-huh.
and so he's a
What a hoot.
he's a straight laced detective in the daytime, and he's a gay porn star at night.
Okay, there you go. I love it already. That's my kind of movie. Now, when is that one coming out? When is that streaming?
Well, when we open all back up, they're going to work on having a
Good,
premiere and a red carpet, and then
good.
another one I just did in December. It's called Blessed, and we talked about this on the
Yeah,
previous interview.
yeah.
It's a Christmas movie that will be released next December, Christmas 2021, and now it's going to be a sequel. They've already talked to me about it. There's going to be multiple sequels of it, and I've already been approached about writing, co-writing a song for the movie for next year.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm glad that they're going to be that they're holding on to release it where they can have a venue and have it be in person. I think that's nice. And now
Mhm.
that things are coming to, the light is at the end of the tunnel. That's a wonderful arrangement. Now, I want to know, would you like to encourage people how can people reach you? Your Facebook page to see what you're
Right. Basically, right now. Well, here's another thing I want to share real quickly. Is
okay.
that okay? I worked a lot with Trini Lopez when before he passed.
Oh,
And
yes.
so his business partner called me up, well, actually sent me a text message first and said, I'm producing a new magazine and a TV talk show, and I'd love to interview you because I know you worked with Trini. And this guy also wrote a lot of they wrote over 800 songs together in 5 years.
Wow.
So as we're talking, I said, well, we did a lot of shows together. So I'm taking the initiative and I'm sending them videos as we're texting.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden they go, oh my God, we knew you were really good, but we didn't. Oh my God, I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
And they said, we want you part of our team. So what
Wow.
they formed a production company called Jet, and they said, now you are part of the Jet team. So what they're going to do, they've given me a song, one of them that was written. I've just was in the studio and did it. It's called "Cause You're Mine." It's going to be released on a compilation album they're going to put out, and then also I'm going to be doing shows with them in like Vegas, Atlantic City, all over, and we're going to be doing a tribute to Trini Lopez and his music.
That's wonderful. That's what I wanted to say now. You've got a lot of projects. That's what I want to know. Do you still have room for people to make friends with you on Facebook and see what you're doing?
Well, actually, I'm pretty close to 5,000, but I think it's time to go in and clean house.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good idea but it is okay to share your Facebook
I
so
love
that,
it. Of
yeah,
course.
because I know that you put all this out on Facebook. Don't you have another page though?
I have Fleet Easton, my musician page. I
Okay.
have the Crown Prince of Palm Springs, which is another page,
Uh,
and then I have Prince Fleet Easton.
okay,
So I put stuff on all of them.
yeah, I'm gonna put those down there because when you're doing so many things and you're not sure of which date what is coming out, that's the way the people can go there. They can keep track and go see what you're doing, and when the time comes, go out and enjoy you in person. That's the way to do it. I mean,
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
God
ahead,
says
Mark.
I'm so happy for you. That's so wonderful.
Thank you. Well, like I said, I'm very blessed, and it's just it's my time. It's my
It
time,
is, Fleet.
and I'm ready. Another thing I've been doing, which is interesting. I've been taking a course with Lori Davis, which is self worth, and I've been for 3 months doing this. And what it does, it helps you release blockages that we have, records that we have created in our brains that have prevented us from moving forward, that we did not even know subconsciously. So like 3 months, and it seems like since I've been doing this, it opened something, it opened a channel,
It
and all
does.
of a sudden all the stuff just started coming. It just
We sometimes feel we're not worthy, and we have to understand, yes, we are. We're one in God, we're one with Creator. We can do everything we want to. So thank you for bringing that message up, because it's very important that we get spiritually in alignment with who we really are, because that is when all the doors open. The
oh yeah.
energy lifts up, and we are open, and that's what we have to do. And if I could share one gift with the world, it would be that they know they're worthy and they can have what they want.
Well, and then I met with Lori today, and it was interesting because she was asking me some interesting questions of like how success has changed in my mind from when I was younger to my age now.
Yeah.
And I said, because I don't live desperately anymore, that I have to make this happen. What I do is I'm grateful right where I am with what I have, what I'm doing. I love my home and everything. And when you are in gratefulness, the universe blesses you with more.
That Fleet, again, that's so true. I mean,
Mhm.
living proof. I mean, it just keeps happening. You to share a bit of your wisdom to encourage people during these times. What would you like to say to people?
I would like to say, just be happy. That is what I've learned. And that's what I was told Lori today. What have I learned in life? Just be happy.
That's right. And
All
we can do it.
If you just be happy, that's all that takes, and everything else falls into place. Because
So the message is change is from within. And that's what
exactly.
I think Fleet and I are both sharing with everyone. And Fleet, I love you so much. Thank you for this. This has been wonderful. And I'd like to say to everyone, my closing message is always this: support your immune system. There's only one per customer. Everything begins with health to keep us young and vibrant. Have a wonderful day, Fleet. I love you. I'll see you soon, and continued success.